is a whole lot of initiatives trying to keep up our mental health, or mental wellness and health. Sure, none more fluffier, friendlier, or an immediate mental wellness boost than Ari, the Oro Valley Wellness Canine. Please welcome both her and her handler. You actually saw him last week in a public information capacity. Now we are talking, there it is, all things. I'm going to zoom in on Ari first, and then we'll go wide and be able to talk to the public information officer / the canine wellness. Of course, Darren Wright is here handling her. But let's look at Ari. Darren, tell us a little bit about Ari. Give us some intro of her as we get a zoom in.
Sure. So Ari is Oro Valley Police Department's wellness canine. She comes to us from Washington State.
Of course.
She was actually in school to be a drug dog,
Oh
drug
my
detection canine,
goodness.
but she failed school. And the reason she failed is because she would, instead of going to the drugs when she was doing searches and training, she would go to the people. And she'd want to say hi to everybody.
Goodness, look at those ears.
So she was reassigned and found her true calling, and that's making people happy.
Oh,
so
that is phenomenal. Now, she is standing right between your legs. Is that something defensive? Is that training? What kind of training does she go through to be a wellness dog?
So we've been through mostly basic obedience training.
Okay.
So she is a certified therapy dog through First Responder Therapy Dogs. This is what position we call legs. Okay. And so this is when I'm going to be at a big group or a school or something like that, when I want her to be kind of a little bit more sheltered.
Sure.
It's more for her protection and safety and comfort than the others. She's so good around kids. We were at a elementary school this morning and just swarmed with kids. It was just, she loves it.
Oh my goodness. Now, tell us a little bit about the services that Ari provides. You've mentioned being at an elementary school.
Yeah, well, so Ari's primary job is the mental health wellness of the employees and officers of the Oro Valley Police Department. Right. Chief Riley takes mental wellness very seriously, and it's a very high priority for her employees. And this is one of the programs that she brought into the department to do that. So on a daily basis, we go around to everybody and we just make people stay happier. And then if we do have a critical incident, she's there to be able to make people's, to help them through that. She doesn't fix anything. She's not a cure. She's not counseling, but she's a Band-Aid till we can get them that help they need.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Ari's 4 years old. Has she been with the department how many years now?
A year and a half we've been together.
Okay.
So yeah, she was a little bit older when we got her. So, and she has a secondary job, and her secondary priority is if we have a victim of a violent crime. Being interviewed by detectives after being the victim of a crime like that
Right.
can be very traumatic to relive that and reopen that trauma. So we can have her there to help them through that, and just they can pet her while they're talking. And we've got her trained now that I can hand the leash to basically anybody, and she'll go with them. So if the person doesn't feel comfortable with me being in the room, we can still let Ari be in there with them and let them do that, and I don't have to be there. So that's the other big part.
Absolutely. I mean, that makes sense. I know my grandmother just finished a stint in the hospital with some complications, and she was visited by one of the dogs, and it immediately boosted her her happiness. She was more talkative, that kind of thing. So what do people report when they're talking to or getting to love on Ari? What is the feedback? Pardon me. What's the feedback from them?
Well, the feedback is instant happiness. You can see, like we help out the SROs. We have SROs in each of our schools in Oro Valley area. We'll go into a classroom and just everybody lights up. No matter where we go, everybody just lights up. Dogs make things better. And so she just her whole job is make people happier, and she's so good at it.
She is so good at it. She has trading cards like this one that we have. She has a stuffed animal like this one that we have. So we talked a little bit last week here on the show about National Police Officers Week, right? And your former position up in Washington as a state trooper. What does Ari bring you as a handler now in a very different role than what you did for decades?
This is so fun. I can't believe they pay me to take a dog to work every day and just take her around, make people feel better. It's just such a great thing. It is just a part of my job, but it's my favorite part of the job. I think there's a lot of departments that are going to this kind of program. One of the fire departments locally is looking into the program also. It's such an easy way to reduce the stress and increase mental wellness for officers. and firefighters and dispatchers, people that have a very difficult job on an everyday basis, to just keep them a little bit better in check on reality. Just that little bit of a gotta take a breath, gotta just take a moment, pet a dog, feel better.
Absolutely.
And it just works.
A breather of it all. Well, fantastic. So if there is a department or organization that is on the fence about having a wellness dog, what would you tell them?
Reach out to me. Talk to me, call me, get a hold of Oro Valley Police. We'll come talk to you. I think it's a great program. There's two different ways of going about it. We have a dog. The dog belongs to the department. It's a program within the department. But there's also programs where you don't have to take on the responsibility of a dog. You can have people bring therapy dogs in and kind of contract work or private work and stuff like that, volunteers. Lots of different programs to be able to do it. But man, it's just such a positive program. So helpful in the mental wellness of first responders. I think every department should have it. And if there's a local agency that doesn't have a program and they think they could benefit from this, they have an incident or just need something, give us a call. We'll come down and visit.
There you go. Does Ari go home with you, or does she stay at the department?
She stays with me. I take care of her 24/7.
Wow.
So she lives with me. I'm responsible for her total care. So we're pretty good buddies.
Of course.
Yeah, Lex. Good girl.
There we go. We're going to zoom out again just because she's too cute not to see. Look at little Ari. Oh, my goodness.
The softest
Were you a dog
ears.
person before this?
Believe it or not, when I was a kid, I was afraid of dogs.
Wow. How has Ari kind of softened that inner childhood fear?
She's done a great job. I got over it a long time ago, and my family, I have two daughters. When they were younger, we did a program called Guide Dogs for the Blind, where we raise and help the initial training for guide dogs before they go for their final training. So we had a little bit of dog training prior to that, and I've always, since being an adult, we've always had a dog. And so when I moved down here, I wanted a dog, but I didn't want to leave a dog home, especially in the heat down here, while I go to work every day. So they said, hey, we're thinking about doing this wellness program. We need a handler. And so I was like, well, you're going to let me take a dog to work every day and I don't have to worry about it and take her home? Psh, sign me up.
Feels like the best of both worlds here. That is fantastic. Once again, Darren Wright, the Canine Wellness Handler of sweet 4-year-old Ari, the Oro Valley Police Department Wellness Dog. That's her official title, right?
That's her name, yeah.
Fantastic. I'm excited to go love on her. We are going to go take a short break. When we get back, we'll have more local news coverage coming at you. Stay tuned. You're watching Tucson Now.